What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 50 and today we are turning with the season finale as we play our final 4 Premier League games with Nottingham Forest aiming to stay in the race for Champions League football. We've got 3 huge games though: Manchester City at home, Arsenal at home and then Chelsea at home in the penultimate game of the season. That will be absolutely massive, and then wrap up the season away against Bournemouth at the Vitality. Our final 4 Premier League games today in the season finale, and as you see the league table here, 4 games to go, 3 points behind Chelsea and now 7 behind Spurs, who played last night and got a win as well. It's going to be tough and we need a result right off the bat. Come on Nottingham Forest. And after 3 defeats in our last 4 games, we know the task we are facing is monumental, but I believe, come on Nottingham Forest. First game, Man City right now going for the title. Both teams needing the points for different reasons. Who wants it more at the City ground? Let's find out. You know, obviously we beat Spurs away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We beat Chelsea last season in the Cup, although of course after that bizarre penalty shootout, I didn't really count it. And of course we beat Spurs in the Cup this year as well. So it's 3 scalps now, and I think in 3 of our final 4 games we'll have an opportunity to get another one to the list. But I feel like the problem we've been having, I feel, is that we play some really good football. We don't play badly at all, we just don't take enough chances. And it's frustrating as well because we've got Origi, one of the top scorers in the league, and King this season, who's also been amazing as well. I think it really is just nerves. You know, nerves and pressure, they just get the better of me in these sort of games. I don't think we'll get caught up by Wolves. Now you see in the top left there the table, we're 11 points clear with just 4 games to go. Whilst there is a very strong possibility of losing 3 of our final 4, I still don't think we'll get caught up by Nuno's side. 6th should be in the bag, and that should be enough for Europa League football for next season as well, which, to be fair, was my target regardless. Free kick, Manchester City right on the edge, surrendered by The Rock. I thought it was a fair challenge, to be fair, but the referee saw it differently, and Sane has just levered it into the top corner. Well, we conceded against Chelsea for a free kick, and this one a different type. But what a goal. Bryce with no chance. Mason's foul, I don't think was a foul, because he blocked the shot, sorry, but the referee gave the foul for the initial follow through. I think it was really harsh on The Rock. But Leroy Sane, my word, if Samba gets a touch on that, he's broken his fingers. 1-0 City, we're behind early. One of those moments where you just think to yourself, on Legendary, I don't think that would have gone against me. I really don't think that would have been a foul. And now down by a goal, it's so hard to come back against the AI and Ultimate when you trail. Tough start to the game and facing the prospect of 4 defeats in 5 games. Season unravelling right at the end. De Bruyne, Sane, it's 2. It's 2. Tough start to Mason, you can see him holding his head as well. Lost Leroy Sane and the German bags a brace. He's all over the place. 19 years old, these are what you call learning experiences for The Rock. But it's been a tough start for him and for Kayo, to be fair, both of which have looked really out of sorts in the early stages. And Man City just look absolutely ruthless out here today. They're showing no mercy whatsoever. They're exploiting Mason and Fikayo, and it's free. Is the flag up? The flag's up, and the assistant denies them from getting a 3rd goal and a quick hat-trick for Sane. We're getting sliced open here. I'm not going to stop playing the big games on Ultimate, even though it's absurd how robotic the AI are. I mean, ludicrously robotic. But I definitely am thinking maybe adjusting the sliders a little bit from next season onwards. Just because, again, we're becoming a much better team now. And we shouldn't be getting torn apart in every single game. Although, to be fair, we're not really. It's just some of these games, you got to expect them, really. De Bruyne, just perfect. You can't stop him sometimes. You literally just can't stop him. The vision, the awareness, the ball, inch perfect. Matty leading the break for us down the right hand side. We know the game's over, but I'd love a consolation goal if nothing else here. Bell slides through Cash. Great first touch. Yes. Something to celebrate at least. Matty Cash with a goal. 3-1. Brilliant run by the right back. I love this guy, man. Saka to King. And if I can feed Chilwell there and then quickly give it to Saka. Oh! If that's not a quick interception by Ricardo Pereira, Origi's through to make it 3-2. And then the game would have been a lot more interesting. Origi wins it back and finds King. As we try and lead a quick counter-attack here with our strike partnership. We're going to need some more support though. We're forced all the way back to Ben as we'll pass our way forward here. Ward-Prowse. And I tried to feed for Origi. You know, we play some good football. We play some really good football. We just don't get the little bit of luck we need to be able to beat these teams consistently. We're getting there. We really are getting there. I know I sound like a broken record, but we are getting there. Some pundits might think otherwise, but I'll always defend my team. Beaten by the better side, 4 defeats in 5, but I'm not concerned. We're getting better. I mean, we won the second half. Shame it counts for nothing, but at least that's something. Sane, though, just wow. 2 goals, both in the first half. He was just amazing today. And we don't have those sort of elite players in our team yet, but we're getting them, and we're getting there. It won't be long. So, first of the month is here, but just before we do the academy update, I want to simulate one day in the calendar, because Chelsea and I believe Spurs are playing here on Sunday as well. So the league table will change a little bit, and as you can see, it is basically over now. Spurs have gone 8 points clear. We've got a game in hand, but I can't see us catching up. And as for Chelsea, they're now 6 points clear in 5th. And there's no game in hand there. I think it's over. I think 6th is where we're resigned to. But that's good enough for me. That's Europa League football. And as for the scouting update and academy update, let's do these together. Jay Watson is going to get a deal. Jamie Baker could be alright. Aiden Cox is going to get rejected though. You know, I often say, and it's what you guys might notice as well, in the potential range, unless the maximum is a minimum of 90, I often won't give the guys academy deals because I'm looking for the very best. And you've got to always remember, potential ranges will decrease over time, naturally, for pretty much every single youth player you put in your academy. So when I say I'm searching for the absolute best, that's what I mean. You might find someone with 1 month's worth of scouting, like right here, that's got 72 to 94 or 74 94, but in time, it will gradually begin to decrease. That's why you want to keep on scouting for as long as possible before putting them in the academy, and always look for the highest range possible. And our academy now looking like this. There are some really good players in here, I must say. I'm quite excited about Ben Robertson, the young central midfielder. We've got a young goalkeeper there, 2 young goalkeepers actually, that look really good as well. Ed Cox's overall is shocking, the potential is really good. But the academy graduate this season I'm most excited about, Sam Robinson, our number 1. And I think in our final 3 games, I might give him some game time. We've been leaking quite a few goals lately. I might give him a start and make his Premier League debut. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Second of the final 4 Premier League games, and Sam will make his debut in between the sticks. Talk about being thrown into the deep end, Arsenal at home. But I believe in the kid. Let's see what the future number 1 is all about. Marco, Jay, Mason, Morgan, and of course Sam all getting started for Forest. The future is bright. The future is very bright. Ollie Watkins back at the City ground. I know you saw it, and you know he's going to do everything he can to get a goal here today for the Gunners. Marco through to Isaac as we're still tied at 0-0. We've looked pretty comfortable in the first 18 minutes. No problems as of yet. And we could have the first proper chance. And I just couldn't get past Christensen. Morgan down the left, and Marco asking for it. And look who's up. Oh, it's got to be. Yes! Tamori out of nowhere, storming forward like the boulder, getting inspiration from his young centre-half partner. And who's there to finish the move off? Divock Origi, 22 goals in the Premier League, and Forest strike right before the break. Great awareness from the centre-half, the Belgian couldn't miss. We're 45 minutes away for a big scalp. Oh, okay, let's just calm ourselves down. We defended really well in that first half, didn't get Arsenal a sniff, and Divock's goal means that we lead going into the break. Come on, Forest, I want this. Kept Ollie Watkins quiet so far as well. How long do you think that's going to last in the second half? You know the former Forest and Brentford striker is going to want a goal on his return to the City ground, but for now, I must say again, we're defending really well. We're not giving him a single chance so far. Let's stay solid. Cash, big tackle, and a chance for a break here. We have defended so well, and Matty in particular today has been brilliant. He's the unsung hero of this team, Matty Cash. And right on cue, he's through. Oh, I tried to squeeze it in at the near post. Shot on target, and if he initiated contact there, he goes down. That's a penalty. I can't believe how well we defended today, though. Arsenal, I don't think, have had a shot on target. I know one went wide. I think Robinson made an easy claim as well. But other than that, our back line has been absolutely solid. As Tamori finds Bell. And this is the left back. Into Origi. Oh, it's another brilliant save. We should be leading by 2. But we're not. No. What a ball. What a ball. It's 1-1. And who's got the goal? Ollie Watkins. He used to do that celebration in our shirt. But he scores for his boyhood club, and Arsenal find a leveller. So cruel. So cruel. But what a ball it was. Robinson's not going to keep that out. Mason beaten for pace. And Watkins gets his 9th of the year. Cheeky little grin for him. No need to show respect. Oh, that's just gutting, man. We should be home and dry. I mean, a point is still a very good result. Don't get me wrong, but come on, man. That ball to send the man through was just unreal. And the sort of stuff that you just can't defend against the AI on Ultimate. And again, we've had great opportunities. We should be leading by 2 tonight. Well, a win would have been massive, but I certainly would have taken the point pre-game. Whilst we will miss the chance at getting another scalp, I thought we played well there, and for a very young Nottingham Forest team too, we stood up to Arsenal pretty much every step of the way. The fans can boo. It's another game without a win, but the loss streak is over. A couple of words between Watson and Watkins, but we should have won it. We defended so well in this game for 80 minutes. That one long ball over the top, that was our downfall. And I'll give Tomori man of the match as well. He had a really good performance out there at the back, kept Ollie quiet for most of the game, and also set up our goal as well. He was really good. And whilst that draw there means we cannot now finish in 5th place, which is where the board asked of us, we also can't finish any lower than 6th. We're now locked to this position, and that still should be good enough for Europa League football. Last year 7th was enough, so I can't see why 6th wouldn't be either. So with nothing to play for but pride, let's make sure we get at least 1 win in our final 2 games. Chelsea at home, our final game at the City Ground this season, as Frank Lampard's Blues can go 4th place today with a win. Let's stop them doing it and get our revenge on the team that dumped us out of Europe. Come on, Nottingham Forest. Also saying goodbye to a few players tonight. There are certain lads that won't be here next season. Perhaps Brennan Johnson, one of them. Tyrese Campbell, great talents, but due to a lack of game time. Dale Fry as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they move on. And of course the 2 veterans as well, Sam Basso and Edin Dzeko, who's been a brilliant little pickup for us on a freebie. I'd love it if in his final game for the club at home, he could get a goal. And he almost did. Forward we come, forward we come. Quick little attack here, Brennan to Ben, and a golden chance we can get away from Retsos, which really he should be able to do. And that's a penalty. Every day of the week, slid in from behind, only made contact with the ball after taking Ben down, and a spot kick 15 minutes in. Josh King standing up, but I've got to give it to Dzeko, man. I've got to give it to the Bosnian. Or maybe, actually, you know what? Sam Basso. Go on, Sam, because we love So. He's got terrible stats for it, but I'd love to see him score. Oh my god. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Oh well, it's only a bit of fun. So denied by Kepa with one of the worst penalties ever. Johnson. And out wide is Ben, and he is getting forward a lot today. Oh my word, what's up with the tame shots tonight? I swear I'm putting enough power on them. But they're literally just saying to Kepa, here you go, mate, have the ball back. I mean, seriously, we got lead in your boots or something? Kick it harder. Cheers, Nathan, well done. Big tackle. And again, defensively, we've been great tonight. And that is a brilliant ball by Dzeko as well. As the Bosnian comes forward here. Oh, it's just sometimes I just think you're not designed to win. Yes, Joe, well done, that'll do. And Dzeko nods on to King. A chance for a possible break here. And, give us a lucky bounce just once. Just once, EA, please. That's all I'm asking for. Just one little thing going our way. Please, I'd love to see it. And what kind of first touch was that from Joe? Werner plays it across. It's 1-0. End my life. How did he, like, literally just have the ball balloon off his foot there? I mean, really? Werner plays it across, it's 1-0, but he just seemed to dribble into him. Please, EA, come on. I mean, we want the challenge of ultimate difficulty, but we don't want it like this. This is ludicrous. Literally physically impairing your team and having everything going against you. And that's a clean challenge right there. Oh my. It's a joke, isn't it? So first it's a free kick that clearly isn't a free kick, and then for some strange reason, it's just a totally free header. You know the reason why I'm playing this save on Legendary, not just doing Ultimate with adjustments of sliders, is because it's just a fun difficulty. It's far more fun than this. Like, I want to be challenged. I want to feel up against it in most of the games. But not, like, I've said it about 20,000 times now, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but not like this. This is not what anyone wants. King to Ferguson. Lovely first touch, but... Obviously that's supposed to go to Moynton. Obviously. I'm definitely thinking next year I might just play all games on Legendary, because Ultimate just isn't that fun to play. Or if I do play on Ultimate, at least making some big changes to the sliders and just hoping that might will me some more fun gameplay, because these sort of games aren't fun. When it just feels like you're so badly impaired, you got no chance regardless of how well you play. Pure frustration in all 3 games today. And that really is what Ultimate is. That's the tagline for difficulty. Pure frustration. So 4th and final game, let's wrap up the season and end on a positive, please. Bournemouth away at the Vitality with nothing to play for, and for us, we're also locked in 6th and can't finish lower or higher. We'll say goodbye to a few players, I'm sure, and hopefully return with a win. But most importantly, I just want to have fun. Hayden, Watson, who stayed forward for the attack, rolls it through. Oh, it's got to be 1-0. It's not. I took far too long. What a bounce. It took far too long there. Why don't I just shoot? Come on. Give me something in this game. Still 0-0 as we approach the break, and it's 1-0 Bournemouth. Unbelievable. I think we need to make some big changes to this Forest team if we're going to make the next step. We've got Europa League football coming back to the City Ground for next season, but if we're going to break into the top 4 and the Champions League, I think we've got to make some really big adjustments to it. I don't know who, I don't know how, but yeah, some major changes, and I feel like we need a superstar, you know? I'm definitely thinking for next season, it seems like it will be counterproductive to blow it up, but I wouldn't be against it. You know, absolutely decking this team and just changing everything. That's a brilliant ball. That's a great save. Turned behind by hits as we still somehow trail by a goal in this game. I can't believe this. We need a superstar that can take us to the next level. This is a really good young Forest team, but... Oh, just give me a bit of luck. We need a superstar. We need someone elite to come in next season and be the difference maker when we're having games like this. Still down by a goal. I think we're going to lose once again. You are joking. You are joking. I mean, yeah, I think I forgot to change it from Legendary to Ultimate. I mean, that's why I've struggled so much today. Robinson with a massive save to stop us from going 2 goals down. But unbelievable. That 18-game unbeaten run is a distant memory now, isn't it? Divock sent forward. And at least we're going to claim a point on the final day. Thank goodness for that. Well, I mean, you got to remember, it has been a good season regardless of how poorly we finished it. As Divock stumbling, but manages to keep his balance and fire home his 23rd goal of the season. By the way, I'll show you the top scorer charts at the end of the episode, where Harry Kane looks as though he's going to have won the Golden Boot. Can we win it now? Can we win it late on? Oh, penalty! Penalty for Forest in stoppage time. Brandon Williams trips Origi. And a chance for us to win the game from the spot right at the end. And, I mean, it's just a bit of fun, so I don't really care whether we do or not. But I want to give it to Joe. I want to give it to the club captain in his final game for the club. Going to go to the right-hand side again. This time there's more power, and I've scored it, and we've won it. What a turnaround right at the end. Joe Worrell, club captain, final game for the club, wins it for Nottingham Forest. Well, there's the bright spot I wanted today. I mean, I said it was a bit of fun. That's an absolute lie. I was so nervous. I was thinking, please don't just put it dead centre. Joe Worrell, club captain, we'll miss you so much, mate. But what a way to bow out. Winning the game for us on the final day, ending our poor run, and giving us the 3 points from the spot. We'll miss you, skipper. We'll always love you. Wow, what a turnaround right at the end. I can't believe that. Quick goal from Origi for his 23rd. Then he wins the spot kick, and Joe wins it for us. Bit of a dodgy celebration from the fans there. Less said about that, the better. But 2 on the final score, 3 points on the final day. A nice positive to end on. The hell was that celebration about? That was like satanic, that. They all just lifted their arms, both arms together in unison. And man of the match, such a weird game, isn't it? Man of the match, Divock Origi, scored the goal, won us a penalty. What a season he had, our best player this year by far. So the final league table ends up looking like this. Liverpool crowned champions with just 1 defeat in 38 and a whopping 103 points on the board. Man City and Manchester United did well, but both come up short, with Chelsea claiming that 4th and final CL spot right at the end. Spurs missing out by a point. We do finish in 6th, so 1 place higher than last season as we continue to make progression and keep Europa League football at the City Ground. And as for the bottom 3, Crystal Palace, Sheffield United and Norwich relegated to the Championship. Harry Kane wins the Golden Boot, and after Origi's goal on the final day, he moved up to 3rd place in the top scorers charts, had an amazing season, as did Josh King, 17 and 33, really good, impressive season from both of our strike partnership. Mahrez and Pulisic had more assists than anyone else in the Premier League this year, with Saka and Bell both getting on the list for us with 7 apiece. And as for clean sheets, Bryce Samba once again missed out. Hang on, no way! How did he miss out? Surely Ederson should actually win the Golden Glove, but he missed out by 1, just like last season, as De Gea is apparently top of the pile, but I can't understand why, because Ederson played the fewest games out of the 3. Not sure what's going on there. And as I will process through to the 1st of June, I'll then show you the winners of the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and also the Champions League and the Europa League. Do 1 quick run through our squad, and then the episode there as well. Man, I'm so happy we got to end on a positive, and I've missed some emails here. I bet I've missed some youth players. Oh, whatever, I'm not really fussed, to be honest. I don't think we'll have more seasons than 2 or 3 left in the save, so I don't think they'd ever become world beaters anyway. But yeah, we'll end off with the FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Europa League and Champions League winners as well. I believe Liverpool won both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup this season. It was a Liverpool vs Chelsea final in both domestic cup finals, and Liverpool, oh, they lost the FA Cup to Chelsea in the end, but did pick up a domestic double. As for the Europa League this season, that was won by AC Milan, beating Chelsea, who knocked us out by 4 goals to 1 in the final. And the Champions League was won by Barcelona, beating Atletico Madrid on penalties in an all-Spanish affair. Very interesting. So closing off the season with 1 final run through of the squad, where I must say some of these players will not be back next season. I briefly touched on it. I really don't know whether we should blow this squad up for next season, or, you know, keep the progression going as we are right now. I genuinely don't know what to do, because I love how youthful it is. I thought we made some brilliant progression this season, particularly with the new boys in Fikayo and Ben coming in. They really helped out in our back line this season. We know Joe has played his final game for the club now. He'll definitely be gone in the summer. But yeah, you know, we're making progression season after season, getting better year after year. We've got Europa League football next season again at the City Ground for sure, now confirmed by the Cup finalists and winners. But I just don't know what we should be looking to do with the squad. It's good, but is it good enough with a bit more progression next season to jump into the Champions League and break up the top 4? I don't know. What a season for Marco, by the way. Talk about production. 5 goals and 3 assists in 16 Premier League games and 7 in 24 in total. But one thing's for sure is Josh King himself had a great season, but none better than Divock Origi with 23 goals and 35. One thing's for sure, I will be doing some player training next season. I know so many of you guys have been asking me this season, why have you not been doing player training? Why have you totally neglected the feature that you seem to be obsessing over in your last career mode? And the reason why is because this is more of a streamlined save. We're getting through it a lot quicker in this one. We're doing 4 to 5 games per episode, and you know, the quicker I can get through the season, the better. And player training, I know it doesn't take that much time up, but it's something I want to show you guys how I'm doing it as well as the season goes on. But I think I will start training my youth players next season. Marco, Robinson, Jay and Mason. I think next season I'm going to give all 4 of our brightest youth prospects training and try and get their stats up quicker. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode and Season 3 as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching the episode and the season and the series as a whole. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And after another successful season, regardless of how you look at it, we'll be returning in the next episode of a brand new season as Season 4 gets underway at the City Ground with Europa League football once again.